Our financial life doesn't always go the way we want it to. Curveballs can hit from every direction, and these can occur one after another. So even when you think you have a solid plan in place, things can get completely off track. And this can happen gradually. And sometimes you can't even really pinpoint what went wrong or how it went wrong. You just know that you wake up one morning and you realize that things are not right and you need a reset. So today we're looking at a few things that you can do to reset your finances. But before jumping in, this video is sponsored by Tailor Brands, and we'll speak more about them in a moment. So one thing you need to do is understand how much your life actually costs. And this is something that a lot of us never do, because some people will set a budget and then completely forget about it, in the sense that they never go back and make adjustments. And this is something that I spoke about recently in another video, but it also applies here. Now, granted, it is possible to create a budget and then stick with the same one for months or even years with no problem. But eventually, there will be a shift in your overall expenses because some costs don't remain the same forever. At the moment, we're dealing with inflation. So a lot of things that we buy are more expensive than they were last year or maybe even a few years ago. In May 2022, gas prices were about $1 more compared to just 2 years ago. And this year alone, food prices have increased between 8.5% and 9.5%. And this is only a piece of the puzzle. Many items have risen in cost. Sometimes our mind can get stuck on how much we used to pay for items, so we don't always realize how much more we're actually spending out of pocket until we run the numbers, or we might underestimate how much more we're spending. However, that can be a huge problem, because when you underestimate how much your life actually costs, it's like you're setting your budget up to fail, because you're starting it with numbers that aren't accurate. The budget you set for yourself 12 months ago, or maybe even 6 months ago, might not work today. So if you're trying to stick with those figures, you're more likely to overspend or run out of money. You also have to identify your financial pain points. And these are specific financial problems that you deal with. They could be problems that keep you up at night, or maybe the ones that just kind of always sit in the back of your mind. These can vary from person to person. It might be credit card debt, or maybe you're dealing with debt collectors, or you don't have anything in savings. Sometimes it's easier to not confront these problems, and if you don't know what to do, you might do nothing. But this approach is probably one of the worst ways to deal with a pain point, because a lot of these problems, they don't go away on their own, and the stress is always there. So a proactive approach is really your best bet. That way you can zone in on what the problem actually is, and then from there you can research and you can brainstorm solutions. Even if there isn't an overnight fix to your problem, because, let's be honest, oftentimes there isn't going to be. But even so, sometimes all you need is a plan to get back on track. So think about your biggest financial frustrations and then research next steps. For example, maybe you feel your income isn't enough and you've always wanted to start a business. If you don't know where to start, Tailor Brands can provide the tools you need to launch your business in just a few clicks. Starting a business can be overwhelming, and you might have questions about creating a logo, designing a website, and so forth. But don't let the process intimidate you, because it's not as hard as you might think. To start your personal business journey, go to tailorbrands.com, answer a few questions, and let them do the rest. Tailor Brands makes the process of registering your business as an LLC simple and hassle-free, and you can do it in about 5 minutes. If you're not familiar with this term, it stands for Limited Liability Company, which is a popular choice among small business owners because it's inexpensive and easy to maintain. An LLC can give your business an air of professionalism, which builds trust with your customers, and creating an LLC can help you obtain business funding in the future. Tailor Brands is the only platform that offers everything you need to start a business in one place. You can choose a domain name for your business and build a professional website. You can register a trademark, use the logo maker to create a custom logo. You can also create a digital business card, as well as boost your visibility with branded merchandise. The bottom line is that Tailor Brands can provide the tools you need to launch your business. So if you're interested, I will include a link below so you can receive a limited time 20% discount on Tailor Brand plans using code BrokenWallet20. It's also important that you align your money with your values. Another reason why some people get off track financially is because they start spending more of their money on things that aren't really that important to them. Most people don't have unlimited resources, so getting ahead and staying ahead often involves being selective with our spending. But sometimes we develop a pattern of spending money on things that we only kind of like or enjoy. And this might include accepting invitations to places or events that we're not really interested in. And this isn't always bad. But one question you can ask yourself is, do I frequently regret or second guess going to certain places or buying certain items? And the way you answer this question can really help determine whether you're living your happiest financial life. And it can also help you determine whether your recent purchases are bringing you any value. And again, our money only goes but so far. So if you're spending most of it on things that don't really bring you joy or happiness, you might start to feel a little bit of a void because you might not be having the experiences that will bring you joy. For example, maybe you like watching movies, but you hate going to the theater. If so, instead of always going out, you might stream movies from home and invite over a few friends. It also helps to save with a purpose. Over time, your saving strategy can also get off track, and you might go from consistently putting money away every week or every other week to not saving anything at all. And the reasons for this vary. A shift in your income and expenses might make it harder to save. But even if you can't do as much as before, saving money should remain a priority. Therefore, your reset should include getting back into a regular routine. And there are many ways to achieve this. But the first thing that you must do is make sure that you are saving with a purpose in mind. Because for some people, saving money just because isn't enough of a reason to stay consistent. They have to have some type of savings goal. So if you've gotten off track, make this week the week that you start again and give yourself a reason to save. And this reason can be as simple as you're ready for a long overdue vacation, or maybe you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck and you want to feel more financially confident. When doing a financial reset, it's also important to take back control over spending. Overspending alone can throw us into a financial rut. It can make it harder to pay bills, it can lead to credit card debt, and this also explains why some people don't have anything saved. So to take back control over spending, I recommend a no-spend challenge, which involves only spending on necessities for a certain period of time, such as 30 days. And there are several benefits of this, and the obvious one is that it can help you save money, and you can then use this savings to build your account. In addition, a no-spend month can help identify bad spending habits, it can improve financial awareness, and you can also learn how to become more resourceful. Some people think that they don't have enough money to save or that they can't save a lot, but a no-spend challenge can really open your eyes to how much you're actually spending on non-essentials. And at the end of that period, you might realize that you have more disposable cash than you thought. So that's all that I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and also subscribe if you like personal finance and you want to see more videos like this. I typically post every weekend, so thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in a few days. And don't forget to check out Taylor Brands with the link below.